You've probably used ChatGPT before, but you may not have heard of a similar AI tool called Claude, made by the company Anthropic. Its technology is so advanced that even the U.S. military uses it. But now that partnership is on the line. The Pentagon says it wants to use AI for all lawful purposes. Anthropic says it's got clear red lines. They're against using AI and not humans to make final targeting decisions on the battlefield and for mass domestic surveillance of Americans.
Back in 2019, I wrote an essay about AI and warfare, about what happens when the speed of machines collides with the politics of crisis. That essay feels a lot less theoretical now. The Pentagon has been pressuring AI companies to allow their systems to be used for any lawful military purpose, including surveillance, intelligence gathering, and potentially, crucially, autonomous weapons. When Anthropic refused to remove its guardrails, the US government labelled the company a supply chain risk, effectively cutting it out of federal contracts. Anthropic's red lines were simple and popular with the American people: no mass surveillance of Americans and no use of its AI to power fully autonomous weapons. Other companies have been far more willing to comply. OpenAI has stepped in, whilst Google and Elon Musk's xAI have reportedly accepted the government's broad lawful use framework. And officials like Pete Hegseth respond to concerns by saying the military will follow the law. But that isn't the reassurance he thinks it is. The US government has repeatedly claimed its actions are lawful while carrying out operation in places like Iran or Venezuela that many legal scholars say stretch or bypass international law and congressional authority, or flat out illegal. In other words, within the law often just means the law will be interpreted however power needs it to be interpreted in a crisis. So, imagine the next emergency: a terrorist attack, a sudden warfare, some moment of panic. How long before someone argues that letting AI systems make firing decisions, removing humans from the loop entirely, is simply the fastest, most lawful response? At that point, we wouldn't just be talking about a new weapon. We'd be talking about handing the most irreversible decision a society can make, the decision to kill, to a machine. And the public reaction to this dispute may tell its own story. After Anthropic was blacklisted, downloads of its Claude AI surged dramatically, with more than 1 million new users signing up per day as people rallied behind the company's refusal to remove its guardrails, which does suggest something important. Many of the companies building this technology may be comfortable handing it to the machinery of war, but a lot of the people using it are not. If you want to read the essay I wrote about this back in 2019, it's on my Substack and my website, patrickwatsbooks.com.